Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be, of course, makeup releases, sneak peeks, announcements, all of that. And before we go in, I just want to mention a few little housekeeping things. So first of all, I did film this look. It's gonna come up probably next week. It's my first impression video with the Sample Beauty Equalizer palette, which looks like this. I just got this gifted from one of my lovely subscribers, Suzanne. Thank you so much. She's from the Netherlands and she ordered this from Beauty Bay and got it shipped to me. And yeah, so that just got here and this is the look I filmed with it. And this is actually a look that I recreated from a look that I did a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it's months by now. I don't know. I have no concept of time. So anyway, it was a very, very similar look. Maybe you remember it. And a lot of you said under the video, can you do a tutorial on this look? So back then I used the #besties palette from Chicksey Cosmetics. This time I'm using this palette, but it's basically that look. So if you were one of those who were interested in a tutorial on that look, so that's gonna come when you see this palette, the Equalizer palette, on the thumbnail. All right, anyway, so that is the one thing. Then the other thing is that you could help me out with something, and that is, if you see a sale somewhere announced on Instagram or something, if you could just tag me in the post so I get to see it, that would be great. Or DM me privately on Instagram and tell me, listen Leorah, there is a sale going on somewhere there or there or there. That would be so, so great, because I'm just going to quickly tell you in a nutshell, I have so much right now going on. I told you already in my New Year's resolutions video, I think, that we are right now also preparing for my son's bar mitzvah, which is coming up super soon in 2 months or something. So we are in the last stage of preparations, which is super stressful. I will start to study again. I'm going to take a course that is 3 months long for special effects makeup, which is going to start on January 22nd. And that is going to come. I still have my big family. I still have my job. And I also have a lot of stuff going on with my kids that need special, my younger ones need speech therapy and things like this. So we have a lot, and I cannot spend so much time online and be on top of things. And it's already recently that I've missed a couple of sales, unfortunately, of the brands that I actually had planned to purchase something. It's not about me just buying something because it's on sale, but if there is something that is on sale because I wanted it anyway, then it would be super great for me to know, Sometimes by accident I stumble over a post like this, but other than that, usually I'm really just answering messages and then I'm gonna go and leave again from social media because I just don't have the time right now. So if you could tag me in a post like this, that would be awesome. Thank you so, so much. Don't feel pressured or anything, just in case, you see something and you think, Leorah wanted to know, or maybe she wants to know, or whatever. Even if you're not 100% sure, just tag me and then I can sort of sort it out myself if that is interesting for me or not. Okay, thank you so, so much. I'm so grateful. That would be really, really great. And besides that, of course, Samantha March is the original creator of this whole show. And I'm going to leave her contact in the description box down below, as well as all my sources on Instagram. And of course, everything that I'm talking about, which is, as I told you, not so much. Okay, so let's go to the side. I should have some rolls on my little chair here because I'm scraping along the floor here. Okay, so let me just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just 9. It's 12 things. It's really not a lot compared to my usual schedule here. Okay, so let's look at this. So Bite Beauty is coming out with a foundation. I have not tried Bite Beauty yet, but apparently that is a big deal because here on Trend Mood they're announcing it this is the announcement of the year, apparently. So good. They're coming out with a whole complexion range, basically. So there is a primer that is going to retail for $38. Seriously, is Bite Beauty that expensive? I didn't know that. Okay, so it's called Changemaker Skin Optimizing Primer, made out of pure gold and diamonds, and it is retailing for $38. Yeah, it says here it's a clean, mattifying, hydrating primer with skin optimizing technology to neutralize your skin type and grip foundation for flawless, lasting wear. Okay, so anyway, that sounds amazing. I hope it is for that price. I cannot do that. I would love to try, I would love to try different foundations, from different brands. As of right now, I can't do that because I have my Super Stay foundation from Maybelline, which works perfectly for me, but that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in everything. I'm interested in everything. I would love to try every week a new foundation if I could, or a new primer, because I'm always wearing primers, or setting sprays. I'm interested in everything. So seriously, I would love to try it. I just don't want to pay the price. So anyway, the next thing is, of course, the foundation, which is going to retail for $39.50, and this is called the Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. So it says here, a clean, long-wearing foundation with gentle micellar technology that mimics skin texture for a natural, flawless finish, and it's medium coverage, and it comes in 32 shades. So the shade range looks like, on first glance, it looks okay. I do though think that there could be a little bit more towards like the super dark shades, because seriously, the brown skin that you see there in the picture, this is not the darkest skin I've ever seen. So I think there could be a little bit more, honestly, but that's just me. Anyway, and besides that, there's also going to be a Changemaker flexible coverage pressed powder, which is going to retail for $36, and it says here, a clean talc-free powder made with finely milled volcanic minerals to blur, mattify, and touch up on the go in 8 shades. Okay, so sounds good to me. I will probably not try this, because for me this is just out of my reach. But anyway, I think this is coming to Sephora. It will be, yes, it will be available on January 10th at Bite Beauty and also at Sephora. So that is coming. Then the next thing I wanted to show you is this. So this is Tex, I think Tex Cosmetics. I don't think I have spoken about this brand yet. It sounds completely new to me. I was totally mesmerized, really, by those lashes. It's not, the post is not really about the lashes. The post is about the shadows, but those white lashes are so intriguing to me. It makes the look for me in these pictures. It is, and of course also the eyebrows, they are also white, you know? So that is so cool. It's so fairy-like and so, I love it. I love it. It's so different. I love it. Anyway, so they're saying here they're now releasing their beloved eyeshadows in single form with mini palettes to hold eyeshadow singles as well. So you can buy singles and you can buy mini palettes, and it's all available now. So yeah, I think that's great, and I really like the aesthetics of those white lashes. I might want to look into that. Anyway, so that is available now. Then the next thing I wanted to show you is this here from Marylia Scott. What's it called? Marylia. I think Marylia Scott Cosmetics. That is also new to me, a brand that is new to me, I think. I don't think that I've spoken about this. Doesn't ring a bell with me. So anyway, they have released, or she has released, I don't know, a highlighter palette with these shades, and I think that looks really nice. First of all, I would love to have a highlighter palette with so many shades, and not just 4, and not just the normal ones, you know, the rose gold and the bronze one and the super white one and the champagne one that is like in every normal standard highlighter palette. This is a little bit more and a little bit different, and I really like that. And besides that, it also looks super sparkly. I really like this. So that is, I think it's already live when you see this. So that is Marylia, I think, Scott Cosmetics. You'll find it linked in the description box, so there will be no problem finding it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, and that is actually super exciting, I think, is from Menagerie Cosmetics, and that is a sneak peek of the upcoming palette that is coming now, I guess soon, in the next weeks, months, I don't know. I don't know. It says here it's coming in 2020, but obviously 2020 is gonna be a few months now. So yeah, that is all we see as of right now when I'm filming this. But according to the shade names, it looks like, of course it's gonna be Animal Kingdom related, but it looks like Sunbathe, Fishy, Ice Cap, Flipper, Snack. What is this? Cadoodle? I don't know what that means. Belly slide. So anyway, this looks like it could be penguins, seals, something that likes to slide on ice. Yeah, I think that could be really interesting. I have no idea what color scheme is behind this. Like, if it is penguins, then there's going to be a black and a white, probably, and a yellow, because, right, they have like a yellow and orange thing, some of them at least, and there's probably going to be blue for water. So this could honestly be all over the place. If it is about seals, then it would be like a neutral palette. So I'm super excited actually about what this is going to be, because for me personally, it could go in all kinds of directions. It could be super bright and colorful, and it could also be quite neutral, and maybe then with some blues for the water and the, I don't know. So yeah, that is really exciting. Cannot wait to see this. Really cool. Menagerie Cosmetics. The next thing is a new brand for me again, and that is Chicksey Beauty, and I've checked them out already on their website. So this here, what you see here, is their Fiesta Mexicana palette, and this is their first release. It's the only thing that's on the website. It retails for $16, which is a very good price for a palette like this. Now, this seems to be a very new brand, so I have no idea about the formula and everything. It looks like a nice palette. It has a vibe of, which one was that? It vibes like this one palette from Nomad Cosmetics. Now, what was it called? Medina, something Medina. Morocco Medina? No. Nomad Cosmetics, what was it? There's also like warm neutrals with a bit of a yellow, and then also blues in that. I can't for the life of me think of it now. I'm going to leave it somewhere here, so in case you wanted to check that out, because for me it vibes a little bit in that direction. So anyway, that is $16 and it is available now. Okay, so if you're interested, you will find that in the description box as well. Then something else I wanted to mention to you are these bullet lipsticks. So that is from Pat McGrath, and that is a limited edition collection. And these are mini matte trance lipstick trios. So I thought that, first of all, the packaging was really cool. I really did like the neon kind of vibe and everything. I'm also getting more and more into bullet lipsticks. I'm in general getting more and more into lip products. You know, that is another category. How do you say that? Category? No, that's wrong. Category. I think so, right? So anyway, that is another part of the beauty industry that I would really like to explore a little bit more, because I think that is super exciting. And the more I also learn about application and about what is good for me, what looks good on me, the more I feel like I want to try, you know. I really feel that this could be for me. So anyway, so these will retail for $25 each, and that is actually for Pat McGrath. It's like almost she's giving you a gift, but I think they're minis. Yeah, they're minis. So anyway, which might make sense for you, you know, because who really is using up a whole lipstick, you know? So maybe it just makes sense to buy minis and then have 3 different colors. And yeah, so one of them, of course, the one set to the right is a little bit more neutrals, and then the one to the left is like reds and a little bit more of a darker shade. So that looks really nice. So yeah, that was Pat McGrath. Then one more thing, 2 more things. A couple more things. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is actually from Tati Beauty, and I think when she released her first palette, she said that there is going to be another one in that series. So I think that what they are announcing now, which is something new coming on January 10th, which is super soon, is maybe going to be that second part of that palette. Or am I just making this up? Let me know if I'm making this up. But I thought that I remembered that this is what they said when she launched her palette. So anyway, I'm excited to see what that is going to be. I know that a lot of people really liked that first palette that she released. For me, it was too neutral. I don't even want to say, because as you know, I do like neutrals now a little bit more than I used to. But still, it was a little bit too one-dimensional for me personally. But I'm excited to see what she's gonna come out with. I doubt that she would come out with a rainbow palette or something, and I don't need that necessarily, but something that has a little bit more, you know, something to it, you know. So that is exciting, and of course I'm going to update you probably then next week once we know. Okay, the next thing is Glamlite, and of course we spoke about this last week already when I told you that they're sneak peeking their cake palette, and of course before I even had released the video they had shown us already this picture. So that is the cake palette. It's basically leaning very rainbow, which is not a bad thing for me. I actually really like the color scheme, really, especially those two rows to the right that are more like the blue, the green, and the purples are really beautiful. So yeah, what am I gonna say? Listen, I'm not going to say too much about this here right now because I actually decided that I'm going to do a separate video on Glamlite. Because I want to, because I feel like I have to say something, and I've been thinking about this a lot these last days, and I feel like I have some growing up to do, and I have some rethinking to do, and I'm not don't worry, I'm not going to do a video bashing Glamlite. It's not gonna be, you know, I'm not that kind of a person. So it is actually probably going to be a video in my Conquest of Kindness series. So anyway, that's coming. I don't know when, probably very, very soon, because you're gonna see a change in my reactions to palettes like this in the future because I made a decision. So anyway, that's coming. Just saying that this is available now. What was it? $40. $40. It has 2 duochromes, 12 mattes, and 6 shimmers, and I think it looks great. Yeah. So that's what it is, Glamlite, the cake palette. Then one more thing is from Makeup Geek. So they're saying they're rebranding, I almost said rebranding and launching this January, I think. This January at some point, the new Makeup Geek line or aesthetic, or I really don't know what it really means, honestly, because this is the only picture that I have and that's all I know. It just says here it's coming soon, we'll keep you updated, and they're rebranding and launching. Now, I'm not so familiar with the English language that what it really means, rebranding. Does that mean they're gonna have a different name, or I don't know. I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Anyway, maybe it's just the formula and like the way they want to be seen, or I don't know, something like that. So something is coming with Makeup Geek Cosmetics. I'm excited to see it because the last releases were okay, but you know, didn't really blow me off my little chair here. Yeah, so let's see what's happening. The next thing is actually a collab, and that is the Stormy palette from Pinky Rose Cosmetics in collaboration with Riley Rose. So it looks like this. I'm actually very, very happy that I can say I don't need this because of the pan shapes. It's not for me. It's absolutely not for me. It would drive me nuts. The color scheme itself is lovely. It's lovely. I like it, and I do get why they did it because it's the Stormy palette. You know, it's sort of like lightning, and I get it totally. But me personally, I would not enjoy this. I would love it if it would be squares, if it would be you know, circles. I would like that, but for me this is not, because it's a bit too much for me. For my eyes, this is exhausting, and I can't. I just can't, you know. So anyway, this is limited edition. It's going to retail for $27. And let me just see, it has 10 different shades. The top row has sparkly and shimmery shades, and the bottom row is mattes. Yeah, the colors are super brilliant. I really like it, but it's not for me. And actually, I'm super relieved that I can say that and not feel like I'm dying. It's good. You know, it's healing. All right, so the next thing is from Indie Candy Makeup, and they're super excited to announce that there is a big palette coming our way, and this is called So Fucking Sweet. Yeah, that's the name, and this is going to be launching on January 20th, and that is their first big eyeshadow palette with 30 different colors. 30. That sounds like my piece of cake, sweeties. It's hard to see really on that picture how big the palette is because you have no reference point. There is no hand next to it, or an apple or something, where you could see how it relates to the size of the palette, you know? So when I read there 30 shades, I thought, wow, this is going to be probably a palette in this range, you know, because this has also 30 shades. So that is super exciting. I can't wait to see what that is, because if that is nice, that could be my first impression of Andy Candy makeup. So far, I have not been super thrilled because of the whole, you know, there was always like a very too playful, silly vibe for me personally with the releases. So that was always not so much my thing, because I do lean a little bit more towards the classy stuff, even though not color-wise, just like the packaging and the, I don't know, the vibe around the release. I can't even say like really what I mean, but maybe someone understands what I'm saying. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not too thrilled about the name, but it's okay. It's gonna be a candy themed probably. So that could be really, really nice. Maybe pastel-y colors that also vibe already into the direction of spring and Valentine's Day. So anyway, that could be really, really great. And I'm going to update you as soon as I know. The last thing for today is going to be from Klarity Cosmetics, and this is a palette that is coming now in soon 2020, and that is the Blue Royal Pressed Pigment palette, and that is 6 shades, I think. No, 6. Yeah, I think it's 6 shades. It looks really, really nice, even though 6 shades is a bit too little for me, I would almost say. I would also like, I would have loved it if this palette would have had smaller pans, but the double amount of shades. Now I know that brands cannot, for Angelica, make that palette in six pans, and for Leorah make it in 18 pans or in 12 pans, because, you know, it's not like that in the world. But for me personally, I would love it if it would have been more, and maybe also a few lighter shades, because the whole palette overall is pretty dark, which is nice. I mean, you can always pair it up with something else, but and the shades look absolutely stunning. This royal blue, what is this called? Blue Diamond, I think. The second shade to the right on the swatches is absolutely breathtaking, and like all of them are really, really nice. So yeah, that is coming soon. I'm really, really excited to see how that performs. I have nothing from Klarity Cosmetics, never tried it. That is really, really nice. I don't think this would be the right thing for me though, even though this is super, super beautiful. It's just that it's a bit too little for me, and I'm sure it's gonna be $40 or something like this, you know. So yeah, I don't think this is for me, but it's beautiful, you know, so that's great. All right, so that is it. Let's move to the back and let's just see what are my highlights this week. Well, that is hard, because you know what, the Menagerie Cosmetics I cannot include because I don't see anything but empty packaging. So that is all just in my imagination. I don't know what Tidy Beauty is bringing out. I don't know what Makeup Geek is gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what the Andy Candy palette is going to be once they show us the inside. So what I'm going to say is my favorite. I think I'm going to go for the Klarity Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to go for Glamlite. I'm going to go for Glamlite, and maybe also let's add Marylia Scott Cosmetics, the highlighter palette. I haven't seen the palette. Maybe if I have it by the time I'm editing and before I'm uploading this, maybe I'll include it. But right now I just have the swatches that I showed you before. So anyway, that also looks really nice. So let's just stay with those 3 things, because I think that's really, really nice. I could also include the Pat McGrath lipsticks, but basically then we have almost everything that I spoke about. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Sweetie, so I love this. I love being here with you talking about makeup. What can I do? All right. So yeah, that was the second new makeup releases video of 2020. I really enjoyed it. And if you did, then please give the video a like. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And as you know, we have big, big plans of growth and thinking big and believing big and dreaming big and hoping big for this year. We have big goals to reach. So God willing, we will be in that together. So please join if you want to, and besides that, come back for my video tomorrow, which is going to be also really, really nice, and I'm going to be happy to see you here again. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.